I'm offering my update on my opinion about the Ukraine war situation, 8/18/22. Hot Thursday in Tacoma. Massive drought going on in Africa. Climate legislation being signed by Joe Biden and other issues pertaining to fair compensation of people who were injured as veterans and what are known as burn pits, which I didn't learn very much about when I was staring into space in shock and awe that Obama went along with what Hitler Reagan did. And we know that Putin did too. I mean, so the rather warped scenario that has developed in the Ukraine where they're supposedly fighting Nazism, Stephen Bandera and stuff, it's a laugh. What Roger Waters, Kissinger, and Putin have done is made the world into sort of a percolator where they get a little zone of conventional warfare going. They get a little bit of ease up on the climate burden with COVID 19 going. And then they get the media centers to sort of snake lisp the hobby horse drone of political correctness and so forth. It's loosely associated with um, the drugs craze because everybody worships John Lennon and so on and so forth. You know, you get the idea. You know, the mentality stuff. That you know, I mean, it's not logical. It's not logical at all to say the Russians brainwash people without adding they brainwash people by their support and enthusiasm for the Beatles because that's what they do. I mean, if you look up the recent issues of their newspapers, it's full of stuff about Yellow Submarine and the usual lies about Nazis in Kiev and so on. But what's interesting is that Finland, one woman who it's almost too good to be true, she actually captures the spirit of a person who's trying to protect journalism being beset through their home computer with terrorism, the way I have been by Robert Fripp of Ken Crimson and Peter Gabriel, who hardwired me into their war when I was 9 years old for the Crow-Cag Regusa in the Kremlinopolis, UW dialectical and so forth. I mean, it's a laugh. But this woman extols the virtues of an anonymous, you know, dehumanizing machine from the Ukraine that attacks Russian military personnel's privacy and alleges all sorts of Putin trolls and cyber warfare. You know, when in reality, I mean, Putin was all ears when Carbonell and Swimmer were pulling the Crow-Cag Festival and ripping off the museum with Trump speechwriters effect. But you know, reality checks aside, she extols the virtues of the script. I kid you not. It's called Snitch to Napalm. I mean, wait a minute. Maybe I inform Napalm. Inform Napalm. This is supposedly the good guys. You know, they're all anonymous. We're not supposed to believe they're Bandana. Yeah, Bandera. They're not Bandera. No, they're not Bandera. No. You're not supposed to believe they're Bandana. Putin might have an iota of truth to his stupidities. Snitch to Napalm, they call themselves. Inform Napalm, I mean. Napalm. You know what napalm was? It was dropped on little girls in Mekong Delta. Yeah, Noam Chomsky still talks about that in his old books. You can yada yada be that frame by frame ban while you read his books. And they just Croy smelter the midges. They smelted the midges of the Mekong Delta. Simple as that. Whoosh. So inform napalm, we'll smelt the midges for you. It's the message of the of the cruciform. Yeah, the trumpet to impute needs cruciform. Mm-hmm. So you get on there and enforce, snitch the napalm. If you get raided by the trumpet to impute needs, you snitch the napalm and they'll know where you live. They'll trace you good.